Yo, welcome back to more Nekomonogatari Black episode 3. It's getting real spicy now, man. The Sawari Neko is in full effect now, as we can tell. But what's interesting is about it is what it meant is not clear to me, at least. I don't know, maybe I didn't read enough into it, but what she did, the Sawari Neko did to Hanakawa's quote-unquote parents, just kind of leaving them there, saying Araragi could, dispose of them if he wanted, like you can kill them. But it seemed very dismissive of Araragi, of everyone around her, like blaming them for the state that she was in. And seemingly, like, she said that she was going to do something. The Sawari Neko said it was going to do something for Hanakawa, like, even phrasing it around it in a way that even Hanakawa's life herself didn't even matter in its factoring, which had me very concerned. I don't know what it meant by that, but either way, we're definitely gonna see what's gonna happen or what the Sawari Neko's gonna do. Other than that, the end of last episode was very like troubling for Araragi. Of course, it was the last thing he wanted to hear. I mean, there's even though there's like a sense of like a responsibility that Meme took, from Araragi being hurt by the Sawari Neko's life drain, and not factoring that in, and feeling that he failed as a balancer in the process, and taking the responsibility in himself, saying, look, this is a job for a pro. You can help me by staying out of it. Like, that's a very, like, for Araragi, like, who personally wants to be able to help Hanakawa, knowing what she's going through, like, not being able to tell, like, Meme Oshino, of course, due to his promise, like, what's really happening with her at home and just the extent of her own suffering. Like, he doesn't want her to bear that burden alone. He wants to help her, and that's a big thing, like, not bearing the burden alone. That's a big thing in this show, because she certainly has done that, for him, in Kizumonogatari, and even like, Hanakawa and Araragi just have such a lovely dynamic, and they're so helpful to each other. And it's so it's like, it's for him to be told just to stay out of it is just so fucked for him. And surely he's not really gonna listen to that. I already know. But it was funny, it was brought up to me, like, the comparison, how that kind of parallels to the way Araragi warned Karen in Nisei Monogatari not to go after Kaiki. Like, it's kind of like the similar thing. And of course, like Karen, he's definitely not going to be able to stay put regarding her, believing in, doing the right thing, even if it's like results in danger for himself. Like, surely the pursuit of, doing the right thing, that Araragi feels should be done, like, due to what he knows about her, like, surely that's worth pursuing because it is good. It's very much the same thing. So it's such an Araragi thing, particularly with Koyomi and Karen. So yeah, that's a cool parallel. We just gotta see where it goes next, what Araragi is maybe going to do. Maybe just as simple as pursuing the Sawari Neko, or looking for it. As far as what Meme Oshino is going to do, I feel like that is going to converge at some point, or maybe he'll take a notice and maybe devise another plan. Learning, like, reinforcing the hierarchy of oddities last episode, especially that vampires being at the very top. We can kind of see how that's going to lead to Shinobu once again being the counter to the Sawari Neko, just having such a superior life drain in reducing Kanekawa back to her normal state. So we know that's how it's going to end, but until it gets to that point, I look forward to whatever's next, man. So let's keep going. Beginning the episode in 3, 2, 1. Oh god. Tsubasa. He went to their house. Alright, well, she's right there. Huh, okay. I don't know if that's fortunate or unfortunate timing. Oh, the song's so pretty. Obviously, so sad, especially understanding the lyrics and, reading them along. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh man. Hold on, my favorite part's coming up. Bum, bum, ba, 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 ba. Love that. So pretty too. Like the vocal stacking is so fucking crispy, but it's so like heartbreakingly good too, just because of the song itself. And Araragi right there, man. That's how he certainly feels. But yo, it's not a room. Like how he still takes his shoes off before going in, even like going through the fucking second floor window. Hey, what? See all the cat light pieces falling, but he was like turning on a bunch of lights. It seemed like. What the fuck? Did he just realize he need to chase after her? Like, because it's curious that he inspected the house as she left, but holy, my dude just realized some shit. Jesus. Holy, what the fuck did he see? 6 rooms. She doesn't have a room? Holy fuck, that's why he was so upset. Oh my god. She doesn't have a room in a house with 6 rooms? Holy shit. That's fucking awful. Yeah, he needs some comfort, but what the fuck? What the fuck? Was she offering a kiss? Weird ass family, dude. This animation. Jesus. I guess it's been a long fucking night. A ghost. A monster cat. How specific? Oh, that's what it's doing? That's what the Sawari Neko's doing? Yeah, that makes sense. Is the Sawari Neko trying to make people suffer like she did? I don't know. There's heroes of justice. That phrase is so particular to my sentiment. Yeah, I don't know about this Monster Hunt. Heroes of Justice. Yeah. Yeah, we've already gone through the whole Nekomonogatari debacle with this thing, but oh. Oh my goodness. It sounds like he was really trying to say the right thing to get them to not go out. Yeah. Like, why assault people over town? I think you do want to know. That's true, but I don't blame you. Like, he's already gone. Man. Wow. I mean, as harsh as it sounds, it's a legitimate thought. Yeah, it was amazing. Jesus. You love that girl, man. I know you can't leave it alone. Hmm. Senjo. Okay. Oh my god. Oshino. God damn, you got fucked up. What happened, Balancer? Yo, I don't know, man. Ugh, the hell? This nothing in particular. Yeah, looks like it, man. Yeah. You paddled it 20 times? You legend, but fuck. Yeah, that's decisive. A mere shadow. Does he have an arrow in his back? Holy shit, Oshino. Yeah, that drain. Oh? Yeah. Your vampire attacker. Is she Nobu on her? Ah, so that's why he didn't phrase it as it's low class. Huh. But hmm. Devious. Yeah. Seems like Hanakawa was very susceptible to that kind of oddity. The one irregularity. That drawing. So she was just such a man. Sharing knowledge more than the body. Jesus Christ. Wow. She knows. She only knows what she knows. That's wild, though. The skills. Also, it's funny. Hanakawa like knows what she knows, but Sowari Neko knows everything. I like that. Yeah. Huh. Really? I see. Okay, well, yeah, that's the silver lining. Sure. Well, I like that it was all images of her. Wow. Damn. That's the stake, man. So it's good that she's within there, but is this the origin of the Sawari Neko? Okay. What? There never was a cat haunting him in the first place? Some placebo shit? Sure. There's white, there's black. Hmm. Disguised as a good person. Nekomonogatari black. Completely integrated. That is wild. Her real form. God damn. Holy fuck. I see. So that's the idea behind that quote. They're just, it's so like in sync with her that it's like, can you even call her being haunted at that point? Like it's just such a fucked up absorption. Like she's so predisposed to it. It's wow. But yeah, we're gonna talk about that at the end. Oh my god. Yo, holy shit. That was funny as shit. Araragi, you ain't shit, bro. But the fact that she's here is hilarious. Yeah. I like how her hair's frozen in the air. Oh. Hmm. A character setting. Really? Yeah, that arm coming off was a bit troublesome. Yeah. That's wild that it's because that's a bit of a reveal that Hanakawa knows that much. Huh. Turn the favor, huh? Mmm. The difference. Yeah, it's a good question. So why? Amusement. Like ding dong ditch or graffiti to relieve stress. Simple as that, huh? Yeah. Mmm. So she knows he was in there to change. I cannot imagine. Doesn't even have a room, dude. Wow. Okay, I had to resync because my video paused, but right. Yeah, she knows it. She knows exactly what she's gone through. Yeah, but okay. Evil deeds are fun. Wow. Jesus. That's kind of fair. Stress is being relieved. 500 more people. Yikes. Jesus. You gonna let that slide, hero of justice? Yeah, he does. Hmm. Why go that far for her? To return the favor. Wait, that's a lie. Okay. Huh. Okay. Right. Oh, no sympathy. She just did it as a matter of routine. There was no space to take advantage of. What the fuck? To be an ordinary girl, dude. Yeah, it's formulaic. It's just something you do. Yeah. Right, because for quote unquote the ordinary. Hmm. Sure. With no emotion. Like a machine. Cause she was unique. Damn. That is very like a cat. Fair enough. Just 500 more people attacked for animal abuse. Alright, that was funny. Right. That makes sense. That's why there's been 20 fights and he's only lost, not died. Wow. We saw Hanakawa's hair for a moment. Damn. Human. Jeez. Seeing the Hanakawa hair is crazy. Yeah. It's like a reset. Same as like Shinobu's drain. Do you intend to just keep going? At that point? Wow. Holy fuck. Yo. If that's my mistress's wish. Mmm. Harmful cat. Thank you for that parentheses. Mmm. It's so like their interaction is so much more interesting knowing like how intertwined the Sawari Neko and Hanakawa is. Like rather than just being like this other entity that's acting on her behalf, they're very much intertwined as far as like her acting on Hanakawa's wishes directly and on her knowledge and her like familiarity with Meme Oshino and with Araragi. Like it gives like new insight into her. Mm, yeah. But it isn't love. Completely surpassed love. I like that. Man, like I said earlier, bro, he loves that girl. I would die for her. Holy shit. Man. I believe him too. Like, man. Oh boy, we got some things to talk about, man. That episode drained me, boy. Shit. All I want is to scream, broken as I am. Fuck, man. A daydream which vanishes on the borderline when touched. I feel like that really ties into what we learned this episode, man, but we're gonna talk about it. Preview hallucination. Planarian. Huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, that is interesting. If a new body crew. That is disturbing. Hopefully that doesn't happen. That'd be complicated. Hopefully that's not foreshadowing. Yeah, another great episode. I just want to say, as you all probably know at this point, I really like Hanakawa. I really love her dynamic with Araragi. I think those two are wonderful together. I like Senjo. You know, Araragi chose Senjo chose him. But Hanakawa and Araragi are just, I'm never mad at seeing that, man. And you know, going back to this time period, well, it's painful. This episode was so good because I like it recontextualizes like the Sawari Neko, like the Sawari Neko's interactions with Araragi here. Like the way the braid of original Hanakawa kept showing up, like I feel like kind of represented just how it's her actual feelings, like what the Sawari Neko was saying, like coming to the surface, like kind of like keeping Araragi at that distance, you know, saying like you should just live your life and be happy. Like that was from Hanakawa, man. Like the Sawari Neko like is like straight up reading Hanakawa's, you know, feelings, all her experiences and what she wants. She's acting on her want, like the fact that she hasn't even like really caused crazy harm to Meme Oshino, even though they fought 20 times. Like, I mean, initially it could seem like, oh, Meme Oshino is just such a pro, he's survived 20 fights, but no, like if the Sawari Neko like had the intent to kill from Hanakawa, it would happen, but because of the familiarity, it hasn't happened. Like that's a big example of the integration. It's also very dangerous because what Meme Oshino said was very interesting. How like kindness is just something you show on the outside. Like the whole cat thing, like cats are masks. Like no one is truly just virtuous and kind. Like where there's light, there's darkness. It's, you know, spoken like a true balancer, but that's the thing. It's the balance of that, and you know what you ultimately choose to do. Unfortunately, with Hanakawa, there's just so much in her, especially in her situation. There's so much stress that has built under the surface with her home life, with her like, you know, putting up this front, like the mask. But it's funny. It almost like the idea like how cats are supposed to be masked, but the Sawari Neko like just really like unveiling her feelings and, you know, unleashing her stress in such a destructive way, and like just being very honest about with her feelings. It's it almost reminds me of the actual movie The Mask, where like Jim Carrey puts on the mask and then is just his wildest emotions and desires come to the surface, and almost reminds me of that. Even though masks are meant to conceal, but in this case shows like what's really going on inside you. I think that's such a cool thing, and it almost makes you want to rewatch Bakemonogatari and see what the Sawari Neko said to Araragi there and everything. I mean, it was that ultimately like led to this thing where it was trying to get Araragi to leave Senjo for Hanakawa, because that was the stress at that point. But yeah, stress is a motherfucker, man. Especially when you're possessed by a Sawari Neko, and it sucks, man. Because another layer of it is the whole like, is Araragi just gonna let the Sawari Neko go out and fight like or assault 500 more people? Really, Araragi, you hero of justice? I mean, obviously I don't think so. I think it's ultimately gonna lead to Shinobu. Well, I know that for a fact. Shinobu's gonna life drain her, but it's really cool just to see all these beats in between. This was such a good episode, dude. Like I love understanding Hanakawa more, like her state within the Sawari Neko more, and how we can just see her true feelings. That's so good. That's such a great way to show that and more about her character. Also, real quick, going back to the little Meme Oshino saying like no one is truly good and virtuous, like where there's light, there's darkness. I'm just now remembering from Kizumonogatari, like I think even Hanakawa telling Araragi like I'm not a good person, like you know, what you think I am, that's not me, you know. They're just very like just painfully honest and self-aware, and like what the Sawari Neko said, like she just wants to be an ordinary girl. There's a storm inside her. Like we see her and we see like her cheerful demeanor with Araragi, and well, not cheerful, but she's smiling, she's calm, and more often than not we can just tell there's so much going under the surface, man. And it's like, I don't know, man, she certainly doesn't deserve what's happened to her with her home life. Like anyone would be fucked up after that, man. And I mean, for fuck's sake, like they're still basically kids, man. It's like, yeah, it's just fuck, man. But this episode was absolutely awesome, and to top it off at the very end, to see Araragi just be like, after his whole conversation with Tsukihi, and like saying like, don't confuse your lust with love, and I don't think you are in love, but Araragi acknowledging that he likes her, and obviously all the behaviors he was exhibiting like showed that he was obviously interested in her, and we could even tell that from Kizu Monogatari. But for him to finally just be like, no, I don't love her, it's way more than that, like I want to be with her for the rest of my life, I would die for her, like that is, oh fuck, he loves that girl, man. And that was great to see him just like, it was very much lamenting way, like he was very like, what the fuck does he do, right? But yeah, that's how he feels, man. And just to see him let that out, even in that very sad way, was nice in itself. Very bittersweet. So yeah, that's where we're at, man. I think this is definitely like my favorite episode. Next episode may top it, but this one was great. That was awesome, man. But as always, feel free to share any thoughts you had, maybe things you noticed, because I imagine there are more than a few of you who are rewatching this series with me, going back through, more room to pick up on details. As always, feel free to share anything like that, or just things in general I haven't discussed. Always appreciate that. And thanks for watching. If you're seeing this on YouTube and you want early access, if you want to see the ending, or my reaction to the ending of Nekomonogatari Black, as well as I think Monogatari Season 2 is after this. Whatever series is next, you can see that right now on my Patreon in the description, patreon.com/YOROKOBE. For $5 you get early access to this show, to the Monogatari series, and everything else I do. Persona, ReZero, all these series I'm doing. Hopefully I'm not dating myself whenever I post this, but yeah, if you want to support the channel that way, I very much appreciate it. But more than anything, just thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.